Thank you, everyone. What an amazing turnout. Wow. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. And I want to start by acknowledging that we are all here gathering in here in Naarm on the lands of the traditional owners, the Wurundjeri Woiwurrung people of the Kulin Nation. We pay our respects to their elders past, present and emerging. We pay respects to the traditional owners of all of the lands from across Victoria that you have all come from today, and we extend a special acknowledgement to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today. I've got to give a shout out before we start the speeches to some people who have come here from an enormous distance. We've got people here from Mildura, from Red Cliffs, from Murrayville on the South Australian border, and all over the rest of the state. Incredible effort to get here today. And I know that there are a number of people that have come from far distances to get here, and some that have come from close distances. And we really appreciate all of your support as we stand here on Parliament to say what? Keep our Sorry, what? What was that? Thank you. We've had fantastic support from across the political spectrum for our event today. And I want to acknowledge those MPs that reached out to us who said that they were coming today or would do their best to come and sent us a personal message of support. And we heard from a couple already. So Gary Maas and Emma Voolen were out here on the steps earlier, pledging their support to our cause. And I told Gary that I would quote him. He said to me, you guys just keep the whole show together. And I can't think of a better summary for what our sector does, which is keep the whole show together, whether that's social connection, social cohesion, whether it's learning and economic participation, community development across so many communities in Victoria. We've got around 200 neighbourhood houses represented here today. Multiple community members have come out to show their support, and multiple neighbourhood house managers. And we are also, I'm very privileged to have our board here today who have all come here, especially from as far away as Mansfield, Birchip, Gippsland and other places to show their support here today. So we are all here united in saying that this sector plays a vital role in every community across Victoria, in metro areas, in regional and rural areas, small, medium and large. We play an incredible role in supporting and working with those communities. We don't work on them, we certainly don't work against them, we work with them. And that is the critical difference for our sector. I'm very pleased now to hand over to our President, Beth Davidson, OAM. Beth, many of you know she's a long history in this sector. I won't try and summarise it. I will hand over to you, Beth, firstly to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Keir. And as Keir did, I would also like to acknowledge the traditional owners upon whose land we meet today, but whose lands we come from far and wide as well. Keir has already said how far and wide you've all come. And of course, the thing that really strikes me about our sector is volunteers. You've come this far at your own personal expense, not for, so well done. And you've come to deliver a really important message to our elected representatives. Keep our doors open. Now, neighbourhood houses, like most organisations, we continue to face rising costs. Yet, we face the additional impacts of increased community need and the erosion of core funding. Our sector came into being across Victoria. It was actually to meet the government's desire to establish a web of community development communities at the local level. And volunteers strived to respond by leveraging the small Neighbourhood House Coordination Program investment that currently sits at $43 million a year. How much do hospitals get? $43 million a year, and we deliver a measurable community value of $922 million. What else gives you that kind of cost-benefit ratio? And that's money that we save the state government by improving wellbeing, reducing isolation, connecting people to services, helping communities develop and thrive. We've delivered on the original aspiration of the NHCP, the Neighbourhood House Coordination Program. We've delivered beyond your wildest dreams. We are at the very coalface of social cohesion. We walk our talk, we drive dollars hard, and we demonstrate that we can deliver. However, sadly, due to inadequate indexation over many years, the program that was designed to cover only part-time wages and operational costs has been eroded to such a degree that now it no longer meets even the needs of the part-time staff members, with nothing left to keep our lights on and our doors open. Some neighbourhood houses are even at risk of closure, even with significant volunteer input, because that's what we've got to remember. There is significant volunteer input into this small current investment that is made. And houses have had to take steps to cut hours and services. In fact, operational hours in the sector are now at the lowest point in 10 years. And the loss of value to communities for that, we calculated, since 2024 is $233 million community benefit lost. And additionally, here we have currently 25 neighbourhood houses that receive no funding from the NHCP at all. And at this very moment, unfunded neighbourhood houses in Harcourt and Ruffey are working in their communities as they recover from devastating bushfires. Many of Victoria's regional and outer metropolitan growth areas have no neighbourhood house, and yet 500,000 people have been added to the population since the last neighbourhood house was funding. Now, we understand that we're in a tight fiscal environment, and that it's clear though that we've been able to show that we deliver huge impact for minuscule investment. We're able to demonstrate beyond doubt that we have delivered on the government's outcomes. We have honoured our pact in this partnership, and now we call on the state government to acknowledge our impact and restore funding in real terms. Fund neighbourhood houses that are currently delivering on your content unfunded, and commit to opening 5 new neighbourhood houses per year in growth areas so that we can continue to do what we do well, which is deliver on your desire to strengthen communities and build social cohesion. Social cohesion isn't just words to us, it's what we do every day, making a difference to people's lives. Keep our doors open.
Thank you so much, Beth, for those passionate and wise words. I'm going to introduce one of our standout neighbourhood house managers who has travelled a long way to be here today. Before I do that, I did want to call out some of the MPs that have positively said that they will be here, and I've seen a couple on the steps who didn't message me, but I'll read out a few we've had, and these are from right across. We've got Nationals, Liberals, Labor MPs, Greens MPs, and Legalised Cannabis Party. So I wanted to call out John Pizzuto, Tim Ball, Peter Walsh, Alan Sandell, Kim O'Keefe, David Eddershank, Emma Voulin, Chris Cruther, Roma Britnell, Bridget Ballant, Anthony Carbines, Gavin Vietri, Tim Reid, Sheena Watt, Cindy McLeish and Gordon Crignale, and there are probably more on the steps here that I haven't called out today. So apologies if I did, and Gary Masters out here on the steps earlier. Apologies if I missed you. I know some of these coming from regional areas are also taking the neighbourhood houses in from their electorate out to lunch. So if your MP is here and they're not taking you out to lunch, I would definitely have a word to them. But I would really like to welcome now Jo Farrell from Redcliffs. Jo flew here to be here today. She's an impassioned manager in our sector. Jo, if you could make your way, thank you so much for being here and for saying a few words.
Thank you. Hi everyone. You look amazing. Can we wave our Janet, that looks so good. Right down the street so everyone can see. Hi, my name is officially Joanne Farrell and I'm the Executive Officer for the Redcliffs Community Resource Centre, and this is a small community in far northwest Victoria, right up on the border near the Murray, 6 hours drive, or in my case get up at 4 o'clock this morning and get on a plane. And our centre is proudly owned by the community. They actually bought the centre and built it up over the years. Today, I speak to you on behalf of the Melling Network of Neighbourhood Houses. There's quite a few of us all here. And we're made up of 14 houses, and we actually cover 4 councils. We cover Madura City Council, Swan Hill City Council, Gannawarra and Bullock. We cover a large rural area of northwest Victoria that is made up of small, passionate, isolated communities. The Melling Network supports the campaign to keep our doors open by asking the state government to commit extra funds in the budget and beyond to the neighbourhood house sector. That's what we want. Years of underfunding meant we're just operating with very limited staff, or might I say in our sector, one staff member, and stretched resources. Despite growing demand and a rise in complex issues, including mental health and incidents of violence that have touched our sector in our region in the last few months, it's very important that we understand what these houses are facing. Houses are being forced to cut open hours, reduce programs or fundraise to keep the lights on. I'm sure everyone here is doing the same. We urgently require increased funding to operate, and many of our housing, including mine, are cutting the days we're open, because we just can't do it anymore. We just can't keep doing it. It just comes down to costs and looking after our people, our staff and volunteers. Another thing affecting us in the rural areas is we have a lot of services cut. We don't have banks in our town. We don't have Centrelink. We don't have government offices. We don't have any of these things. So we fill the gap. The squeeze is real, and we spend most of our time trying to find funds to keep our doors open and to keep our staff and volunteers safe. But you know what? The sad thing is the community, the people that affects the most are most marginalised in the community. The homeless, the lonely and isolated. The hungry, the seniors, the young and the unwell. The disconnected, the new arrivals, the farmers, the workers, the families, the mothers, the fathers, the carers. The stressed, the confused, those seeking comfort and the vulnerable that have been taken advantage of. The people that require food relief to survive. The support groups that come and help you come to our centres. Digital advice, oh that's a big one. And a meeting place to alleviate loneliness. Some of our communities only got a couple of hundred people, remember, very small. And we also do pathways to employment by engagement, study referrals and partnerships and volunteer placement. We're also, which I think we undermined ourselves on this one, a trusted source of information in this non-judgmental, safe environment. The community knows and trusts us, and we take that responsibility very seriously. Staff and volunteers are passionate about their communities. As you know, we all tend to just get on with it. Buckle down, but you can only do this for so long before you burn out. And staff retention begins to suffer. Attracting skilled staff to the sector is difficult, and at the best of times in rural and remote areas, it is much, much harder. Much, much harder. As I'll take one of the quotes, without urgent action, communities risk losing a safe, inclusive spaces. Thousands of Victorians rely on every week. Once again, I would like to repeat the message to the state government. Keep our doors open. You know we are worth it, and so is the community we support.
Thank you so much, Joe, for that really important perspective. Next, we also have an equally important perspective, and that is a community member who has benefited from Neighbourhood Houses. Now, I first met Sean at the Carlton Neighbourhood Learning Centre when I was there to judge the curry competition, and Sean gave me a bit of curry at the time. So it's my great pleasure to welcome him to talk briefly about Carlton Neighbourhood Learning Centre and the difference that it has made to his life. Please welcome Sean Morrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the difference that CNLC has made to my life and to our family's life is immense. We first came to Carlton as a single parent family in 1978, and it gave our mother a sense of purpose and worth to participate in the community and to develop friendship and support networks, which even now, to my benefit in my sometimes difficult life, has proved irreplaceable. But that's what Neighbourhood Houses right through Victoria do. From the grassroots up, they deliver services and supports and programs to bind the community closer together, to enrich the community to a degree that far exceeds any amount of hundreds of millions of cost-benefit analysis. So, what do we demand of the government? Again, keep our doors open!
Well, I think that says it all, really. I don't think anyone else could top that. So that is the end of the speeches. But because we are Neighbourhood House people, you will not get away without some kind of performance. So I would like to now hand over to Liz Skitch, who is just doing a very brief costume change to introduce the campaign song. And Liz, today you'll be ably assisted by
Crystal-Lee Ramsley! One of Melbourne's most amazing jazz singers! Okay, we're going to perform a song together. We're going to ask for you all to join in. This one is one that you might know. It's Mr. Postman. That's right. And that's right. KL is going to sing, and we're all going to sing along. But first of all, I need you all to be my shoe-up dancers. Yeah, get a little bit of this going on. Yeah, a little bit of this going on. Yeah. Awesome.
Oh, I can see some great rhythm going on. Fantastic. Okay, well, we have... Where's the band? Oh, over there. Okay, I'll get the singers organised on my phone. You're probably all going to know this one, so please sing along. Let's do it. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, Mr. Postman. Mr. Postman, look and see. Postcards from our community. We're really loud and strong this time. Our houses need to stay alive. There must be some word today from our leaders. Don't turn away. Please, Mr. Postman, look and see all of these postcards from the community. We've been standing here waiting, Mr. Postman, so patiently, for just a word, a sign, a promise, saying we can stay open endlessly, Mr. Postman. Look and see all these voices for community. It's taking you such a long, long time. We need our doors open wide. Yes, sax solo. Kenny G, eat your heart out.
Oh, Mr. Postman, thanks so much for picking up our great big bundle of postcards. There are over 80,000 so hard, and we need a little boosty, funding boost. Yeah.
Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Check and see one more time for me. Yeah. Take our postcards, Mr. Postman. Take our postcards, Mr. Postman. Take our postcards, Mr. Postman. Deliver the letter. The sooner the better. Take our postcards, Mr. Postman. Take our postcards to the minister. Take our postcards to the minister. Let's hand some of that money for the houses. Yeah. Woo. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Yeah, thanks everybody. You're brilliant.
Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a chant. Yeah, how does that sound? Excellent. I need one of these. Can I grab your stronger communities? Amazing. Enchanting. I love it. Good call. Okay, so we're going to hold it up and you're going to repeat after us. Krista Lee, you hold yours up first of all. Neighbourhood houses, heart of the town. Keep our doors open. Don't let us down. Neighbourhood houses, heart of the town. Keep our doors open. Don't let us down.
Neighbourhood houses, heart of the town.
Keep our doors open. Don't let us down. Neighbourhood houses, heart of the town.
Keep our doors open, don't let us down.
Thank you so much for that amazing performance. Thank you for everyone who has come along today. Thank you for all of the MPs who've made it out onto the steps today to show your support. We really appreciate it. Thank you. What we would like to do now is to grab a photo, and if there are any MPs who would like photos for their own social media, please come to me or Brittany in the yellow vest, and we will arrange the photo for you. But just for our very first photo, we'd like to get everyone turning around, and we'll take the photo from down there so we can get the full size of the crowd from down below the steps. So anyone taking photos, please go to the bottom of the steps.